Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spin Rack. I'm here with my boy Petey. Petey, say what's up, baby.
What's up? Oh, hold on. Keep talking for a second. I got to make sure something's technically sound. Keep
Hey,
talking.
so today we're looking at Andor. Andor follows um, one of the characters from, or basically shows the beginning of the rebellion. It starts off before the Andor is just going to be Andor, I guess. It starts off the rebellion, and one of the great things about this is that we're going to see what's happening. This is the second trailer. The story is going to show up on Disney Plus, and we're going to definitely see this. It looks fantastic. We'll see. They've been working on it for a very long time. It's not quasi part of the Mandalorian, because this supposedly happens before. This happens before the destruction of the Death Star and stuff like that. And so let's see what's going on.
Ready, set, go.
Spies, saboteurs, assassins. We've all done terrible things on behalf of the rebellion.
Cassian Andor. No matter what you tell me or tell yourself, you'll ultimately die fighting these bastards. Wouldn't you rather give it all at once to something real?
We've chosen a side. We're fighting against the dark.
There is an organized rebel effort. Drill down and get a hunt started.
You realize what you set in motion? People will suffer.
Time has come to force their hand.
At what cost?
Everything! Every day we wait, they get stronger.
Let's take them by surprise.
For the greater good, call it what you will. Let's call it war.
People are standing up. They're afraid. Right now, they're afraid.
Star Wars Andor, 3-episode premiere, streaming September 21st.
Oh my goodness. I'm
Three
just
episode premiere. Good Lord.
I'm telling you, they're killing it. It is just off the chain. That looked fantastic. And the great thing about this is what happens is that they're going to be basically starting this out. This is how the rebellion, or starts the leadership of the rebellion, starts to crystallize. This happens before Rogue One, and it looks fantastic. And it's Andor going and seeing the various rebel groups, and some of them, like you can see, the name of the actor. He had been in a rebel group on his planet. His sister had died. He'd gotten injured and stuff like that. And so now you see him there too. He's being played. Who's he being played by? Shucks, can't remember the name yet. But I'll get that information for you. Um, he is being played by. I tell you right now. I don't even have his name now. Forrest Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
Where he was in the Clone War TV shows, and so he's Saw Gerrera, and so he's a hardcore militant. They're going to do anything to throw, and we see that. So I'm like, we saw him in Rogue One, and what he was willing to do to, it doesn't matter. It's the principle, get things done right. And we also saw his character also show up in the what was it, the Rogue Squadron, I believe it is. No, that name the squadron that he was part of, not part of, but that we saw that when he's starting this whole rebellion coming forward. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the Bad Batch. That's what it was. He was in the
Okay.
Bad Batch, and he was trying to get his people to safety. All I gotta say is that Star Wars is doing so many things right. They just have it on all cylinders. The only thing is it just got to come out on a much more regular time that they could do that. But other than
They
that,
do all the graphics. They got to do all the graphics. They're killing the graphics people out there, browbeating them, treating them bad, like Ang Lee. But anyway, but no, this thing looks really pretty good. Um,
cinematic, looks cinematic.
yeah. I mean, if they look like it's not exactly the same as the stuff we saw in Obi-Wan Kenobi show and the other stuff. So it looks like they're going to give us some new visuals, which will be good, and a little more perspective from obviously the Empire, which is something we haven't seen from there. We see bits of them, so maybe we'll get a little more of that. But yeah, ultimately, it looks really good. I mean, it has a new cast where we're seeing a decent, diverse cast that's out there. They all look like they're engaged in it, so I'm all for it. This one, look, I'm a little jazzed up for. I liked Rogue One, and that I love the cast. I was just like, why would you kill everybody? This is you can't do a 3-part saga about finding the plans for the Death Star, but you would.
Well, this does it. This is like the prequel in essence. This is supposed to start several years before that whole Rogue One. So we find the Rogue One at the end. I remember there was supposedly a whole bunch of problems with Rogue One coming up. Well, they killed that. They did a fantastic job at the end.
Mhm.
So now you have them, I guess, following some of the characters going forward, and you will get your trilogy, I guess, and the lead up to that.
Maybe
Sometimes,
so.
sometimes the story is so good, you go, "Hey, what happened before?" Because we know what happens afterwards, right? We know the Death Star plans are given to the rebels. We know that uh, the Empire then tries to crush the rebellion, and they're unsuccessful, and then the rebellion actually wins. But this is basically how it starts. Who are the leaders? There's some of the leaders we never found out much about. Mon Mothma, she was a leader of the rebellion, and what the different individual groups and cliques to do it. We do see some of it in Rebels, the animated show, which
Mhm.
is where Ahsoka where she's working with someone as where she comes in from, and she's working with someone else to work with the rebels. But it's good. I think, hey, it's all for it. That's all I gotta say. Big thumbs up once again. Another one. I'm gonna be there. They caught me at just Andor, Rogue One. Okay.
All right, so yeah, we got 2 thumbs up on that one, and we'll check. We'll be there, and spin a rack
Subscribe, thumbs up, comment, out.
out.